Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you, and I've been getting messages wanting to know where I was and everything else. It's kind of rough. Just wanted to let you know what was going on, why I haven't been around making videos. A lot of stuff been going on in real life here. Some of you know my father had COPD. And he was in and out of the hospital with COPD. He'd be home for a day or two and then back to the hospital to the emergency room because he couldn't breathe. He was fighting the VA trying to get a BPAP machine to help him breathe. Well, he was fighting with them and then in and out of the hospital, and then he was in and out of rehab, nursing homes. Still fighting them, trying to get the BPAP machine. Sorry, this is kind of rough. He come home the Saturday before Easter, and he was home Sunday, Easter Sunday, 10 minutes to midnight. I lost my father. My father passed away. I've been working, trying to help my family out, help my mother out, to make ends meet and everything. And you guys know I've been up here working. I've been selling firearms. Well, they took and asked me if I wanted to be the sporting goods manager, and I said, yeah, I would take it. So I got a promotion to be sporting goods manager. Got a little pay raise with it. And then they asked me, came to me and said, hypothetically, would you like to be the firearms manager? About a month after giving me the sporting goods manager job. Asked me if hypothetically I would like to be the firearms manager. And I said, yeah, I would do that, hypothetically. Sorry, I'm sitting here crying, thinking of my dad. And I said, yeah, I would take that, hypothetically. So, I am now the firearms manager at my job. A lot more pressure on me, selling these guns and everything, and training the guys who I'm going to be working with and everything. I'm getting everything straightened out. I'm getting ready for a vacation here come September 3rd. First one I've had since 92, 93. I've had a vacation. First one I've had, and I'm working all the hours I can, trying to save all the money I can so I can take my mother down to Memphis, Tennessee. She wants to go see Graceland. It's always been a dream of hers, so I'm working my tail off trying to get the money together so we can go there. I'm getting ready to cancel the room I had down there because I was going to stay at the Graceland guest house. And I guess they've had 9 confirmed cases of Legionnaire's disease there, which is a waterborne disease. It gets in the water droplets and stuff. So I'm going to be canceling that room and trying to find another room. So, and it's where I was staying at. It's not a cheap little hotel like a Motel 6 or anything like that. It's a 400-room hotel. Fancy hotel. It was going to cost me for one room $230 for one night. It wasn't even a full 24 hours. I checked in at 4 or 5 o'clock and had to be back out at 11 o'clock the next morning. So, and that was a during the week rate. Well, I'm going to cancel that and I'm going to rebook somewhere else. health issues myself, trying to lose weight. Plus, I'm dealing with some kind of breathing issue. I don't know what it is. I haven't been to the doctor. I don't like doctors. I have trouble breathing. I cough and choke and gag, and I can't get nothing up. Feel my wheezing in my chest and everything, but I can't get nothing out. And I refuse to go to the doctors because every time I go to the doctors, it's always the same thing. I don't like doctors, number one. And if I go to the doctors because I'm in pain and I'm suffering, and I'm sitting there thinking this is money I don't have to spend, and this is a day off from work I can't afford, and so they always complain to me, your blood pressure's up, your blood pressure's up. Well, I wonder why. First of all, I don't like you. Second of all, I don't like your building. I don't want to be in your building. Thirdly, I'm off work, worried about the money, worried about how I'm going to pay this bill, even though I've got insurance. Then I'm worried about what's wrong with me, and I'm hurting or suffering some kind of way, so I wonder why my blood pressure's up. Last time I went to a doctor, it was an emergency room. Right after I had my surgery on my chest, as you guys know, I had a scare. I thought I may have had male breast cancer because they found a mass in my right side of my chest, next to my nipple, and I had blood coming out. Well, I had surgery, and 3 days after surgery, the surgeon decided, well, we could take them staples out and just put steri strips on there to hold you together. Well, I ended up with my entire right side coated in blood. So I ran to the emergency room with my mom and took and sat there in the waiting room, not in the exam room, but the waiting room, for 3 hours, holding my chest to keep myself from bleeding more. Got taken back to the exam room, sat there for another 2 hours. The entire time, the only thing they were worried about is my blood pressure being elevated. And then all they wanted to do was stick gauze pads on me and put some tape on it to hold the gauze pads on. Even though my entire right side was coated with blood. I'll find the pictures. I'll put some pictures on the video here, and I'll let you see. It's not a real pretty sight. I wiped most of the blood off, but you can still get a pretty good idea of what it looked like. But you guys understand why I don't like doctors, why I don't like hospitals. Any doctors or nurses, any hospital people watching, it's nothing against y'all. I just don't like going there. But that's what's going on here. Like I say, I'm dealing with real life health issues myself, my breathing and everything. I'm driving 26 miles one way to work every day. That's what I'm doing right now, driving to work. So, as soon as I can, I'm going to start trying to do some more videos and get back into it, but just please bear with me right now, guys. A lot of stuff is going on here for me. It's not all good. Losing my dad and everything. Me and my dad weren't ever really close like my brother and my dad. But it still hurts. It still hurts me a lot. Right now, we're fighting the VA, trying to get the compensation and everything that he was owed and due. But they're fighting us on that, so we're having to fight them. exposed to Agent Orange over in Vietnam. He was over in Vietnam. He was on the patrol boats going up and down the rivers, and going up and down the Mekong Delta and all that. And he was exposed to Agent Orange. He had prostate cancer. They took care of that after we fought them for several years. Finally got a senator and congressman involved in it. This is how they treat their servicemen. My father was over there. He was ambushed on these boats. He left from one boat to another under enemy fire to pull a boat out with men on it to get them to safety. And this is how they treat their American servicemen. And I hope to God somebody from the VA is watching this, or somebody gives this to the VA, because this is bullshit. This is not how you treat your service people. This is not right. They sit and they lie to the men, they deny them, and they've basically got a policy now. Deny till they die. That's basically what it is. My father had cataracts. They would not do anything for his cataracts. They just kept pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off. Wouldn't do nothing for him. I am so sick of the way they're doing their servicemen. Anyway, this is Patriot Prepper reminding you, don't tread on me, and I won't tread on you.